Point Street.
Oh, that way. I got it. That's what the GPS says.
Turn left onto Point Street.
And that tomorrow we're going to have to deal with Scotch.
Yeah. I hate it. It's so slow.
Well, we made a deal.
Yes, we did.
Turn left onto Meriden Avenue. Then turn right onto Union Lake Road. Turn right onto Union Lake Road. In 2.2 miles, turn right onto Richardson Road.
It's 11 on the season. MSU has only played 9 games, and he has 1 game with more than 1 touchdown pass. Aiden Childs has thrown for under 200 yards in 6 of the 9 contests. And before MSU fans get upset at me, don't be Michigan fans from the past hyping up talent that wasn't performing. Aiden has not gotten better. He's overrated.
I think it's an overreaction. I don't know how you rate him, rank him. I think he's got a lot of talent. He just turned 19 years old. And I do believe that he is going to be a good quarterback in the Big Ten. Right now, maybe he's overrated, depending on, again, where you rate him. But I think that's a bit of an overreaction so far.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do with the word overrated, because I never knew he was overrated.
There's a lot of hype around
I know,
him.
a lot of hype. I mean,
Was it overhyped?
Heck, I'll argue some of the hype's around his last name. You know, it's a cool lad, you know, and it's just, where did it ever even come from? Why?
Well, he was
Oregon
an
State.
he was an elite recruit. Yes, he came from Oregon State. But Tom, if I told you one game with more than 1 passing touchdown,
He hasn't
9 games in.
I don't know what people were expecting, though, where they
I'm
think he's
expecting
going
him
to
not
come
to
in
throw the
and
ball at the linebacker in the middle of the field.
but he's still doing it. So I guess if he was rated, he is overrated.
Depending
Because
on
he's
where
not,
he's rated.
the problem here is he's not getting better.
All right, I have a bunch of NFL ones still to get to. Let's rapid fire this. The Denver Broncos will miss the playoffs. They still have a winning record, but that's an ugly loss. They've been propped up with an easy schedule. They still play Kansas City twice, Atlanta, Cincinnati, and the Chargers, who I think are better and will make the playoffs.
I don't think it's an overreaction. You got a rookie quarterback as well. I mean, this season's going to get long. It's going to get hard. And I don't think it's an overreaction.
That's it, can I get?
I already told Greg. All right, now this one says
Overreaction.
7 teams are tied for the worst record in the NFL at 2-7, but the worst of the worst are the Las Vegas Raiders. They will pick first overall. They've lost 5 straight. They just fired their OC and their O-line coach. There's no juice at quarterback.
At the next light, turn right.
They are the worst in football.
I mean, you can certainly make a case. I think it's a bit of an
As you
overreaction.
say, Carolina just won, and there's a little spark there at quarterback.
Cleveland, I think everybody got all excited because they beat Baltimore and Jameis Winston. I know he got excited. I think Cleveland might be the number 1 overall pick.
I wish the trade deadline was 1 more week from now, because this thing's going so far south so quick in Vegas.
At the light,
that they
turn
might
right onto
consider
Richardson
trading
Road.
Crosby, because if
Then
they're
turn
real
left
with
onto
themselves,
Martin
Mark
Road.
Davis and was it Brady's an owner now, are talking and saying this is horrific and it's a train wreck. Antonio Pierce is completely lost control there. They're the worst team in the league right now.
At the light, turn left onto Martin Road.
In their franchise history, they clearly didn't respond after the meltdown the week prior.
I love it that he's there, Eberflus. It's just, they're not going to do it in season. I don't believe that they will. I think it's a bit of overreaction at this point.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen.
In half a mile, at the roundabout, take the second exit.
They're in it big time.
Yeah, they're 4-4.
I was not surprised at all. In fact, I said it in picks. I thought the Commander game would carry over.
Lions won't be underdogs again this season. I didn't say regular season. I said season. They're already big favorites against Houston this week, more than a field goal. I could see that continuing. I expect they'll be favored when they go to San Francisco.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
every playoff game they would play, and if they make the Super Bowl, remember, the Niners were favored over the Chiefs last year. I think Detroit would be favored head-to-head against Kansas City.
Too early to make. I think it's an overreaction. There's too many things that can happen between now and the end of the season where we have no idea what the other injuries might happen. Do they actually get a pass rusher? I think there's too many variables at this point to say they'll never be an underdog going into a game. It's likely, but I can't say that yet.
Overreaction because as is, I do
At the
think
roundabout, take the second exit.
the bottom line is that we just, like John said, have no idea what's coming here.
One more quick one. The NFC North race is over.
Again, overreaction. I'd sit here and say it's over, but lots of variables.
No, not an overreaction. It's over. They just won in the two toughest
In half a mile, at the roundabout, take the second exit.
ready to take off. Other than injuries, and we've said the 14-3 bus all along was other than injuries, this team has everything.
Yeah.
This team is ready to take off. What's going to happen here is what I said would be the ceiling. This team is going to be the talk of the league for the rest of the season.
Yep.
America loves this team, and that's why I made the comparison to the 85 Bears, you guys. He has put the entire damn thing all together.
Those are overreactions. 97.1.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ 24-hour traffic.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Accident-free because that one crash along eastbound 94 at Viney, pretty serious one, but did clear. We go back to being crash-free. Construction starting this morning, southbound Van Dyke. From 25 to 24 mile roads, you're going to have that right lane closed off. It starts at about 8 this morning. It's going to go on through at least Friday. You'll see delays along westbound 10-mile road from Mount Ryan. Right lane is going to be closed off. That starts at 8 this morning as well. A little longer wait for this one. It's going to take us through the end of this month.
At the roundabout, take the second exit onto M5 South.
97.1 The Ticket.
I'm Amy Lawrence with an Odyssey Sports Minute. Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, the Kansas City Chiefs, they're in uncharted territory. A franchise record 14-game win streak.
In about 13 miles, turn right onto Kinloch Street.
New additions, DeAndre Hopkins with 2 touchdowns. Kareem Hunt has a walk-off game winner. Despite a host of injuries at the midway point, the Chiefs' offense is finally gelling. And they were already the toughest out in sports. I'm Amy Lawrence.
All right, gentlemen, this is Emmitt Smith on behalf of the Pin, and I've got the perfect plan. Run straight to your doctor's office for a life-changing kit. Because when prostate cancer is caught early, it's up to 99% treatment, and one blood test might be all it takes. And now through November, the Pin is donating to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for select purchases. Talk about a great plan.
From September 1st to November 30th, the Pen is donating 40 cents to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for Depend Shield guards, ReaFit products purchased in the U.S. up to a maximum of $300,000 avoiding Mississippi.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapor Stick. Soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapor Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors. Use as directed. Vapor Stick from stages 4 and up. Vapor Shower Max, use for adults only.
Meijer holiday deals are here. Shop now and find gifts for everyone on your list. Like a Gourmet 7 or 8 quart air fryer, just $59.99. Save $40. Buy one, get one 40% off on Barbie dolls and play sets. Buy one, get one 40% off board or card games. And Falls Creeker Colorful Planet Kids sweaters for $12.99. Count on Meijer to help make the holidays extra special. Shop even more great holiday deals like these in-store or in the Meijer app. Exclusions apply.
When you're eating McDonald's Spicy Chicken McNuggets, take a moment to appreciate that they're back. And while you may be eager to reach for another McNugget, take a moment to let the spice settle. Because the lightly breaded tempura and blend of aged cayenne aren't just spicy, they're worth it. You can order ahead on the McDonald's app.
Participating McDonald's for a limited time. The app download and registration required.
Did your furnace struggle last winter? Now is the time to keep yourself warm and save money with a high-efficient Comfort Maker furnace. Rated as high as 98% efficient, the Comfort Comfort Maker is the heart of great homes. Join the millions of homeowners who have chosen Comfort Maker, supported locally by a family-owned distributor who only partners with technicians that will provide the highest quality solutions at an affordable price. Your comfort is our business. For a Comfort Maker dealer near you, visit comfortmaker.com.
If your old car or truck has seen better days, donate your vehicle to the Purple Heart Foundation and turn that unwanted vehicle into support for our veterans. You'll get free pickup and a tax break, and our veterans will get the life-saving services they need. Call 877-718-HERO or visit purpleheartfoundation.org to donate. 877-718-HERO. That's 877-718-HERO. Or go to purpleheartfoundation.org to support our heroes today.
Have you ever considered doing something about your hair loss? Or are worried about time off, results, or pain? Doctors Barry Luther
Stay in the left 3 lanes.
of the ARTIS Robotic Assist hair transplantation procedure in the greater Detroit area. With the ARTIS technology and using your own hair, Dr. Allie Berry or Dr. Luther can restore your hair in a minimally invasive procedure, giving you the thickness you want and the hairline you'd like, and requires no stitches and leaves no linear scar. It has a quick recovery and results are completely natural, and you don't have to go far. It's right here in Metro Detroit. Call today to find out more and schedule your no-obligation consultation with one of the doctors. They will give you honest recommendations and creatively realistic options to restore your hair. This procedure is called ARTIS, so give Doctors Berry, Luther, and Aronovitz a call at 586-612-0757 or visit mihairdoc.com. That's 586-612-0757 or mihairdoc.com.
Attention, have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10, $20, or even $100,000 in credit card debt,
Stay in the left 2 lanes.
financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-481-4455. 800-481-4455. That's 800-481-4455.
Michigan Auto Law. Auto accident attorneys.
Visit autolaw.com.
That's autolaw.com.
The station where your opinion matters.
97.1 The Ticket.
You're listening to the best of Costa and Jansen on 97.1 The Ticket.
Lions going to Lambeau in the weather. I don't know if you heard it was supposed to rain. And they handled business. Green Bay's the team that dropped a bunch of passes. Green Bay's the team that missed the field goal, couldn't execute the center quarterback exchange multiple times. Green Bay's the team that had the critical turnover. Detroit, clean, simple. And for Amon-Ra St. Brown, he had a simple message. Green Bay sucks, and he backed it up. Open phone lines, 248-539-9797. John has had a simple message going all the way back to April, I think May, when the schedule came out.
release.
And you said out boldly that this was a 14-win football team. To a lot of shock. Tom quickly stepping in saying also that he thought this team would win 14 football games. And as we sit here today, they're 7-1, and you have been asking, begging people to jump on board and enjoy the 14-3 ride.
And I'm not shocked at all. So many people are getting on the 14-3 bus. And some even apologetic that they didn't jump on earlier. Now, I understand 14-3, a stretch. It's very unique that you would win 14 games in one 17-game season. But as I looked at the schedule, and some of it was the expectations that I had for this team. I had no idea they were going to lose Aiden Hutchinson. That's a big blow to the thought of going 14-3. But since then, 3-0. And I do believe a trade is imminent. Now, they're not bringing in Myles Garrett. They're not bringing in Max Crosby. somebody that would be on the same plane as Aiden Hutchinson. Anybody that they bring in is going to be a step down, maybe even 2 or 3 steps down from Aiden Hutchinson.
They'll be a role player. Complementary piece is what Campbell told us.
Yeah. But the bus is leaving the building. And I want to know from you, or from others, why you're not getting on the 14-3 bus. Because as I was told on Friday, they're going to lose. And I believe that they will lose 2 more games. I don't know which ones those are. I'm still left wondering as to what, when, how. But at this point, don't tell me that you just can't win on any given Sunday. That you can't go in there in the rain, at Lambeau, on the road. That there's just too much stacked against this team for them to win. And you even asks. Yes, I can't believe I can't say that word. Asked the question of, how could this team possibly be 14-3? How could this team not lose a game? And I want to know from you, what is the resistance of getting it? Is it just simply history says they can't do it?
No, it's not history, John.
History, you know what, you're right. Not just NFL history, Lions history says they can't do it.
I'm not going to burden this team with the history of Lions football. I'm not going to do that.
Afraid of greatness. I said it when we went through the schedule and I came up with 14-3. And I thought, oh my goodness, how could I possibly have just done that? I went through the schedule. They only got 3 losses. Don't be afraid of greatness. I don't think Dan Campbell is. I don't think Kirby Joseph is. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jared Goff, Aleem McNeil. They're not afraid of greatness, the opportunity of putting themselves out there every single week, knowing that, yeah, they could lose a game. This is the chance, Jim. Get on the bus. There is no quarterback in the NFL that is playing better or more consistently than Jared Goff. Same with the wide receiver. How about the running backs, the 1-2 punch of Montgomery and Gibbs, Laporta, the defense, the best tandem safeties in the NFL. How could you not get on the bus?
John, I am not getting on the 14-3 bus because I'm speeding by in the 15-2 express lane, baby. Oh, John, I can't get on the 14-3 bus because this team's not losing more than 1 game the rest of the way. How could you possibly expect this team to lose when nothing phases them? Injuries, weather, suspensions, ejections, it doesn't matter. Nothing phases the 15-2 bound Detroit Lions. So you ask me, I ask you. Are you getting on the 15-2 bus, which is speeding past your slow, methodical 14-win nonsense? Tom, you are also invited. Detroit, you are invited. 15-2.
Such a tool.
He's stealing our thunder. Yesterday's game made him go from 12-5 to 15-2.
What a dork. It is an election year. Go ahead. Flip-flop all you want.
John, I really thought that was a problematic spot for the Lions, and we detailed it on Friday, right? You don't have Aiden. It's going to come back to haunt you. No, it's not. It's raining turnovers. Goff. No, it's not. You lose Brian Branch at All-Pro. Doesn't matter. No, it's not. Nothing's going to haunt this team. Nothing phases them.
I was willing to let him, even though we were going to let him come on last week and he didn't, and we were going to give him this another chance, which I don't even know if it was deserved. But we're welcoming, and we want all of Detroit to enjoy this because it's such an unbelievable ride. This is the one thing I didn't see coming, and it kind of makes me not want to let him on.
Well, I'm letting you guys on the 15-win bus.
He can steal our bit.
Yeah, do
He's
whatever
stealing
you
our
want.
bit, isn't he?
Detroit, how big a believer are you? 248-539-9797. Do you believe as much as John or as much as me?
I think
the real believer.
I think Craig Hargrave is one of the more fair people in life that I know. I'm going to let him make the decision here. Can he pull this move?
Do whatever he wants.
You can one-up me and go to 16-1 if you'd like.
Sure, that's an option.
It is the only option left.
Maybe they'll review week 2 and they can still go 17-0. It is stealing their bit. It is completely fair.
Sure.
I told you in the overreactions are going to be favored every single game. I laid some clues for you. I loved how worked up you were getting, thinking I was going to be like, no, 12 wins still. John, in all seriousness, they just keep winning games that they otherwise had no business winning, and there is something special about this football team.
Yeah, there is. You caught me off guard on this one. I really did.
I loved how all excited you were getting.
I was trying to sell you on 14-3.
And I'm already looking back in the rearview mirror going, 14, that's it?
Well, I mean, if you're on the 14-3 bus, you are allowed to arrive early.
Okay.
So,
In 1 mile, turn right onto Kinloch Street.
It's same bus.
Okay.
Same bus. We're going to the same place.
Where are you guys at? And again, a huge part of this is the deadline tomorrow. Zadarius Smith believed to be traded. He's already hinting at it on Instagram, and maybe it's not enough for some people. Maybe you feel like Jordan Love had plays that he left out there. Wherever you're at, we want to hear from you. 248-539-9797. It's 97.1.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that we can give our daughters everything they need to grow and learn. But not every child can focus on classes and play dates.
Nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. face hunger. That's 1 in 6. School lunch might be their only meal each day, and it's heartbreaking to imagine any child going to bed hungry. We're dreaming of a perfect day when kids can smile, play, and just be kids without worrying about where their next meal will come from. Feeding America is working to make that perfect day a reality.
Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. That food is given to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about doing things that make an ordinary day extraordinary. Learning to play an instrument, building a sandcastle, hosting tea parties. Hunger should never be an obstacle to growing.
Turn right onto Kinloch Street. Then the destination is on your left.
FeedingAmerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Mike Stone and Evan Jenkins break down everything Pistons on
In 900 feet, the destination is on your left.
the app or wherever you get your podcasts. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey Sports Station. Sports headlines. All day, every day. From the Corwell Health Sports Desk. This is 97.1. The Ticket.
Brought to you by Precision Garage Door Service in Southeast Michigan. Don't look now, but the Detroit Pistons are heating up. They led the entire game last night after the 3-minute mark and put away LeBron down the stretch.
Down to 6. Clear. Get a shot. Long bounce pass.